Hi, kindergartners. Welcome back to Math with Miss Graves today. Kindergartners, we've solved a lot of addition and subtraction story problems. I've read for you a story, you've listened to it 3 times, and then you go off and solve and show your work because we have learned that showing our work is super duper important. But did you also know that it's really important to figure out whether you're solving for an addition problem or a subtraction problem? Now, so far in math class, I have said, kindergartners, today we're going to work on an addition problem, or today we're going to solve a subtraction problem. So you've always known in your head, okay, I'm going to solve for addition, or I'm going to add, or I'm going to take away. But today I want to teach you how you can figure out on your own if I'm reading an addition story problem or a subtraction story problem before solving your work. Now, kindergartners, this is first grade work. I know, I was a first grade teacher. Your first grade teachers are going to be so impressed if you can listen to a story and say, I am going to add with this story. This story is asking me to take something away. Let's do this work today to be so ready to be a big first grader. Today you're going to need a whiteboard, marker and eraser, or as always, a pencil and a piece of paper. Go ahead and pause me, go get those things, and say, I'm first grade ready when you're back. Ready, go. I can't hear you. Oh, say it a little bit prouder. I'm first grade ready. Oh, now I know some of you are first grade ready. So kindergartners, so far, we have always followed this list when I've read to a story problem. I've read it once, and I've always said, just listen and enjoy the story the first time. The second time we always read it, we figure out what numbers are in our math problem, what numbers are in the story problem. The third time we read it, we always think, what do we need to find out? What is this asking us? Could we ask a question that goes with this work? And then we solve. Now, nothing changes about this process except for when we get to this part of what do we need to find out, we also need to think about that as, are we going to be adding or are we going to be taking away? Is this question having us do something where we add two things together or are we taking something away from the whole? Now, kindergartners, I have a little list behind me of all these words that could be in a story problem. In an addition problem, you're going to hear me say some words like maybe more, because things are being added together, more is coming. Joined, when two things are joined together. You might hear something say in all, you're trying to find out the whole or the total when you're adding. All together, or came, something came along. But with subtraction, we're wanting to take something away. So of course you might hear the word take away. You might hear the word left. If you have two of something and something leaves, then something is being taken away. Left in all, how many are left in all, is another word that might be used in a subtraction number story. Lost. If something is lost, it was taken away. It's no longer with the group or the whole. Went home is another word that might be in a subtraction number story. And ate. If you ate something, it's also taken away, right? So kindergartners, today I am going to read you two different number stories. One is an addition problem and one is a subtraction problem. It is up to you today to figure out if you need to add or subtract based off the words you hear in the problem. Just like always, the first time we read it, we're just going to listen to it and enjoy the story. The second time we hear it, we're going to pick out any numbers that we hear. The third time I read it, you're going to say, what can I ask myself? What do I need to find out? And am I adding or subtracting? During this last read, you can also be thinking, did I hear any of these key words in the number story? And then lastly, we're going to use our whiteboards to solve this problem. Alrighty, sit up straight and tall, and this time just listen and enjoy the story. Sam made 7 paper airplanes. He made 2 more. Great job listening. This time, think about the numbers in the story. Sam made 7 paper airplanes. He made 2 more. What numbers did you hear in that number story? You see, here's some of you saying 7 and some saying 2. He started with 7 paper airplanes, but he made 2 more. This time when I read it, I want you to have a question ready at the end for what we could ask to do. Sam made 7 paper airplanes. He made 2 more. What could I ask at the end? I almost even said it. Oh, tell me if you know. What are we wanting to find out? He made 7 airplanes, but then he made 2 more. Light bulbs. How many airplanes did he make in all? I hear a lot of you saying that. Now, I want to know, did anyone hear a key word from this list in the story? Let me read it one more time, and I want you to point to what word you might hear from the story. Sam made 7 paper airplanes. He made 2 more. How many airplanes did he make in all? I see your fingers going like this because some of you heard that I said the word more. And then when we added our question of what we need to find out, you heard in all. This is, in fact, an addition story, friends. We are trying to figure out how many paper airplanes he made in all. We started with part, and we're going to add the other part to it to get the whole of how many in all. It is now our time to show our work on a whiteboard. You get to solve this problem however you would like. A picture, a 10 frame, a number bond, or number track. Show me how you would solve this problem only one way. When you are done solving, go ahead and replay me. So pause me while you solve, then play me when you're done so I don't spoil the answer for you because I want you to solve this on your own. I am solving it on my own right now with a picture. Pause me and solve it on your own. All right, kindergartners, welcome back. This must mean that you solved that problem. I hope you didn't play me too early. I solved it with the picture. So I drew 7 circles because airplanes is a little tricky and I know that a good math drawing can be done with a circle. I drew 7 circles on top and then 2 more circles on the bottom to show the 2 more paper airplanes he made. If I counted on, I would go 7, 8, 9. And now I know that Sam made 9 airplanes in all. Give yourself a pat on the back if you also solved that in the same way or a different way, but got that he made 9 airplanes in all. Go ahead and erase your board and get your ears ready to hear my second story. Just because we already know that one was addition doesn't just mean this one is subtraction. I still want your ears listening for what you need to even do with this information. Okay, this first time, just listen and enjoy. Sam made 7 paper airplanes. He lost 2 of them. This time, listen to the numbers in the story. Sam made 7 paper airplanes. He lost 2 of them. A lot of you I see here are still saying, well, Ms. Graves, it's 7 airplanes. And then there's 2. It's what we just did. But something different has happened to these airplanes. This time, let's think, what can we do with this information? What can we ask with this information? Sam made 7 paper airplanes. He lost 2 of them. What can we do with that? Oh my goodness, don't everyone talk at once. I hear a lot of you saying, we can say, well, how many airplanes does he have left? If he lost, which is under my subtraction words, if he lost 2 of them, he has to have some left. We need to figure out how many airplanes he has left. Sam started with 7 airplanes this time, but he lost 2 of them. How many airplanes does he have left? Just like the addition problem, we're going to solve this with a picture, a number bond, a number track on your whiteboard. You can do it the same as me, which is a picture again or something different, but pause me and solve it on your own and then check your work with me, okay? I drew 7 airplanes this time, just like last time. And I'm going to cross out 2 of them because he lost 2 of them, which is taking away, which is subtraction. If I took away 2, I see that Sam still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 airplanes left. 5 airplanes that he did not lose. Kindergartners, great job today figuring out if your job was to add or subtract with a number story. This will really help you and take you far, far places in first grade. I would like for you to listen to your job today after this video. You have one last paper that I would like for you to do in your Math 2 pack. You're going to have to decide if you are adding or subtracting with this paper today. So you'll want to take this paper out and you're going to decide, am I adding or am I subtracting? The taking away crossed out X's are going to help you a lot with this today. But your job is to write a number sentence to match. For example, on this first problem, I have parts to solve. I see that there's taking away, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my subtraction sign right in the middle. And I'm going to draw my equal sign. Now, if I'm subtracting, I start with my whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is my whole. 7. And then how many were crossed out? Oh, you got it. 3. 3 were crossed out. And then how many were left? You got it again. I hear some of you saying 4. 7 take away 3 equals 4 matches that picture. This picture is showing 2 different colors, so you need to think, are you adding or subtracting? This number bond is missing its whole. If you're trying to solve for the whole, are you adding or subtracting? And this picture has stars taken away. Are you adding or are you subtracting? Don't forget to turn this beautiful work of your number sentence to match to your teacher when you are all done today. Great job, friends, and you look so much like first graders already. See you soon.